Welcome to Men's Club Show and Tell, run by Evelyn. We are here with a bunch of things that we have accumulated to show and tell, and hopefully everybody will be happy with them.
All right, so John.
Take it away, John.
Good start.
Yeah.
This is #1 turret on the USS Wisconsin BB-64. That's a 16-inch gun fired a 3-gun salvo.
Very nice. Do you want to pass that around, John?
Sure.
Yeah,
That was your ship.
kind of looks like a 22 short.
Yeah, it could be.
That's the kind I used to have.
I just
they didn't
I just stand next to a projectile. I'm just maybe about that much higher than it. It's 2,000 pounds.
Yeah. Where is the ship now?
He wants to know where the ship is now.
It's in the Navy Park in Norfolk.
It hadn't been scrapped.
Did they leave it there or sink it?
It'll sink there.
Which one?
Go ahead,
is
George. You can take it.
The Wisconsin.
Let me see
it?
it.
Wisconsin.
I should have brought the other picture too.
You can go in with it every year.
What are you looking at?
I've been down there twice.
This is the
That's enough.
16-inch guns on the Wisconsin.
Oh.
They fired a salvo.
That's a 3-gun salvo.
This was some ceremony, was it?
No, I just keep.
The ship didn't go with it very far without too many boats to make. How many do you have?
We had a lot of them.
It was just John.
No,
He got around a lot, you know.
More than
I got
John.
around. I got around a lot. Yeah, but there's more than one bosun as me. It takes a lot of them to run the ship, and they do run the ship.
Well, every department had to have one, didn't it?
No,
No.
in the deck divisions, 1 through 7.
Oh,
In the deck divisions, that's why your bosun's based right.
Thanks for sharing, John. That's great. Yeah. Bob, would you like to go next?
Well, I don't have anything, but I came across this just a few days ago, and as much as I don't have anything to show except paintings that and you've all seen those. But this said, this thing was in the emails. I love this. He said, I am not afraid of tomorrow. So, for I have seen yesterday and I love today. That kind of applies to most of us. Anyway, everything I need to know I learned from Noah's Ark. One is don't miss the boat. 2 is remember that we are all in the same boat. 3, plan ahead. It wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. 4, stay fit. When you're 80 years old, someone may ask you to do something really big. So, number 5, don't listen to critics. Get on with the job that needs to be done. That's very true. 6, build your future on high ground. 7, for safety's sake, travel in pairs. Nowadays, that's a lot more appropriate. Back in that day. 8, speed isn't always an advantage. The snails were on board with the cheetahs. 9, when you're stressed, float a while.
Float.
10, remember the Ark was built by amateurs, the Titanic by professionals. 11, no matter the storm, there's always a rainbow waiting. So anyway, do that, what it is.
Oh, that's great.
That's it?
Yeah, just pass it around.
Okay.
Thanks, Bob.
Oh,
Now, where did you get this?
off the internet.
Very nice.
I've had it for years, but I just came across it again the other day.
Off the internet.
It's amazing what you can find there.
Just about everything. You know,
Who is
All
it?
right,
George.
George. I had 3 other buddies and myself joined the Navy together. We ended up going to basic, 3 in one company, and 1 was in the other company. And after I was commissioned, after I was graduated from boot camp, I was assigned to this ship, this 41 aircraft carrier. Had no idea what I was doing at that particular time. But anyways, I went aboard and ended up at the what was it? I said the Arctic Circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where I had my works training. It was pretty cold, and we had about 3 different cruises, and most of the time they were up in the Arctic Circle.
Where was your home port?
It's Quonset Point, Rhode Island.
Where?
Quonset Point.
Rhode Island.
Quonset. Oh, Quonset Point. Yeah.
So you joined the Polar Bear Club then?
Yeah, Polar Bear Club.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
He saw Santa Claus when he was a
Oh,
baby.
yeah. I was a little owl.
Yeah. They walking around on the
It was
ice.
colder than hell up there.
It
So-
was cold.
Show us your picture, George.
This is a picture of the three guys that stayed together. We took our basic together, and we all went different places at the end of that training. But
Let's
Where'd
pass
you
that
train
one
at,
around.
George?
beg pardon?
Where'd you train at? Your basic training.
Great Lakes.
What company?
Yeah, company number 2.
Oh.
Off it somewhere.
And I can't remember, but the one camp that was all the way up, it was all reserves.
No,
You remember that?
I don't remember that.
You remember where the Ways barracks were?
Yeah, I remember when the waves they were away from where we were.
Yeah, they were across the road.
Yeah, they were across the road.
With a big high fence.
And Bob Wire.
And armed guards.
Now, which one were you?
He was the front one.
The one in
In
the
the
front.
front.
In the middle?
No, in the front.
Front.
In the front.
Oh,
Hold up your other picture, George.
This is a ship a long time. It had worked on 2 or 3 times afterwards. Had
What year did you go through, George?
49.
See, I was behind you.
Were you?
I was through in 52.
Were you?
Yeah.
Well, I was in 49.
Can I see it, George?
And I was just 20.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
Let's look at your artifact. What do you have here?
I have a picture of the carrier, 41, and it's no longer in flight.
George.
Oh.
It's in San Diego,
What's the name of this ship, George?
the Midway.
Midway.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't the original Midway, was it?
Yeah, this is the original here.
Yeah.
It was christened in 45, and we were there around 49, so it was only 4 years old.
Yeah, were you on it when it got all banged up?
No.
You crippled and hardly made it back to port?
I don't know. I don't remember
That was during the
any of
war.
that.
Yeah, they got pretty,
A model of
the
something.
Jets got
He
it
has
pretty
the
good.
model of the Midway.
Oh,
The
The
aircraft
suicide
carrier
bombers
George was
and
on.
that, yeah.
beautiful.
Oh,
Did you build that model?
not too much. I knew about models, but I didn't know very much about it.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
This is the original size boat. But I notice now whenever you go to see the ship, you'll see a couple added airstrips to the.
Yeah.
Do you know the difference between black shoe and brown shoe?
No,
No.
Don't watch the top. Don't come off.
This is here, the captain talk about brown shoes. Guys that fly wore brown shoes. Guys that were deck on the ship wore black shoes.
there's a lady that would know.
Yes,
No.
but the pilots wore brown shoes.
Well, on ship's crew, and all black
All officers wore the brown shoes.
and he sends up a helicopter to see what's moving through the fog, and we spot a freighter going out from the helicopter, says nothing's moving, and the captain lost his temper and used nice words about brown shoes.
Yeah, not hard enough either.
Okay.
Chuck, let's do a side-by-side comparison. Hold that up next to your face.
Can you get both of it?
Yes.
I can't tell who's who. Which one is the real Chuck?
Just imagine
Oh, what
with
the
your
heck?
Chuck.
You got a cap in there.
Take it away, Chucky.
Well, a very good shot was carrying his rifle
I'm bragging,
with
but
his arm like a hillbilly. And
Oh,
then
look at there.
he was cleaning it and put a hole through
And that's
the
the
thing.
one and only Charles.
They took his gun away.
Can you hold
from
that
him
up, Chuck?
Until we got to shore.
Yeah, I bet they took it down.
What's the last name down?
What do you have here?
Charles Manson?
Man, yeah, Manson, yeah.
Tell us about it, Chuck.
pardon?
Tell us about it. What are you holding?
I'm holding the future.
President of the United
This
States.
this is a new process. I don't know what it's called, and you can duplicate in great clarity, great detail. Imagine something like this of your children when they're tiny, when they're crawling, when they're asleep in their crib, when all those moments that you want to capture. You can do this. It's expensive now. I don't know what the process is called. Does anybody know?
That's 3D printing, I think it is.
What is it?
3D printing?
3D printing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Say it again, what's the call?
3D printing, he calls it.
Yeah, you
Some
gotta put material in,
Yeah.
and it'll come out with a finished product.
And make the tooth.
I don't know how fragile it is. I don't know what happens when it gets dirty and you have to clean it.
Yeah,
I know it's very expensive. The materials themselves are very costly.
yeah.
A nephew of mine, Eric Manning, down in Miami on the police force, he and I went up to St. Louis and bought a machine. We paid about $75,000. Best programs we've had. Thank you.
I brought a few of the airplanes that I got lucky enough to fly or get a ride in over the past years, and I got 2 hours flying a P-51 different times, and was a thrill of a lifetime.
Oh, I bet it is,
Mm.
yeah.
And I got to do everything. The pilot they both trusted me, 2 different pilots, 2 different times. I got to do barrel rolls, loop-de-loops, wing overs. Got to do everything I wanted to do. And it was just a thrill. And as many times as I wanted to do it, corkscrews, it was just a blast. And
Do you wear a chute?
yes, you wear a parachute.
Yeah.
And if something goes wrong, you just turn it upside down, open the canopy, and you fall out of the plane and have fun. But it was a
Now,
thrill.
what was your main job if this was just loaned to you?
No. This was a company. It's a foundation, the Collins Foundation, which is in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And they go on call it a Freedom Tour, and they go through the country.
Oh, yeah.
And they stop at different airports, and they let you tour the planes and go for rides in different ones. And fortunately, I proved to him that I could fly both pilots, and they let me have the airplane for an hour each time.
That's something.
So it was a wonderful time.
That's awesome.
It's $2,200 for an hour at that time, which was money well spent.
What, they have a single yoke?
No, I'll show you that.
Can we see your
You're
picture?
keeping a logbook, aren't you?
I used to have a logbook, but I don't even know what happened to it anymore. It got lost in the ship.
It's awesome.
You can pass
Great.
that. This is me in the rear, and that's the pilot in the front. We're about 5,000 feet there.
What kind of helmet do you have?
No helmet,
No?
just the headset.
Headset only. You got that?
Thank you.
How'd you pay down? Credit card or cash?
Whatever, most of the time I used a credit card. But one time I tried to get a ride on Fifi, which is a B-29, and I had $2,500 in my pocket, and nobody would give up their seat. So I didn't get to go. And that was cash. And this was the yoke and the instrumentation for me in the back. I don't know if you can see that. That's in the Mustang.
Mm-hmm. I didn't realize there was that much. That's probably more than they had.
And you have a lot of stuff on the sides, both
Yeah.
sides too.
Did you ever get a ride in the Ford Tri-Motor?
Almost. I came real close.
Yeah, it was down here a couple of years ago. I got one. Noisy. I thought the airplane I flew was noisy, but that was even more so.
And this here is a B-25 I got to fly in.
Just the side they went to Tokyo in.
Yeah, 30 seconds over Tokyo. Doolittle. What a beautiful airplane. Chuck's got to fly it.
Yes, sir. Graduated flying that one. Wonderful airplane.
And this here is the B-24.
Single yoke.
Huh? There's a yoke right there. Yes.
That's what I said. Was it a single yoke?
Yeah.
You said I would say it.
And
Where did you fly that, the B-24?
out of Melbourne.
Out of Melbourne.
And in the rear, where the waist gunners are, the fuselage is open.